Welcome back, and thank you for coming back as a second-year Reading Pal. As you can see, we're getting ready for you to start your Reading Pal program next week. Yes, next week. This is your refresher course, so I can tell you about a few reminders. And remember, we read from Monday through Thursdays, and Fridays are makeup days. We're at 15 schools this year. So a few changes. This year, when you go into the office, you'll be signing into your green Reading Pals binder. Can't miss it. You may have to sign into the school's volunteer binder as well, and I apologize for that, but this makes it a lot easier for me to collect attendance. On your first day, you'll pick up a green lanyard like this that says Reading Pals and United Way. The office should have them. Please ask for them if they don't tell you that they have them. There will be a name tag at the bottom, and you will write your name on it. And this should help with communication with the teachers. They'll recognize who you are. It will help with communication with the kids as well. Take it home with you and wear it every time you go to the school. Now, most of you have received an email from me about background screening. Some of you, it's still to come, but you'll have it in the next few days, I promise. Even though we're doing background screenings, the Lee County School District schools will still ask you to swipe your driver's license, so you will still need to do that. You will also need to fill out a new volunteer form for each of the Lee County schools and for the preschool, so be sure to do that. Your bin should always have an updated roster in it. Whenever there's changes to someone leaving the program or coming onto the program, I send an updated roster to the schools. Now, it goes to the office of the teachers, and they don't always make copies and put them in the bins as asked. So please look at this and see if you need an updated roster, and if so, let me know. One of the things that we had a lot of success with last year is reading buddies who share the same children, emailing each other and discussing the experiences that they're having with their children. They helped each other with behavior issues or with the interests of the children, and it really became a great communication tool. So I'm going to ask you to look at the roster and write down the name of the Reading Pal who shares your children. Now, there may not be one right now because we're still filling some of the slots, and if there isn't, I will let you know when we fill that slot, or you will check the roster and see that. Those manila folders are really important. Please fill those out each time you read and put the X next to the child's name and the week to let me know that the children attended. They're very important to help me track the children's attendance. I was going to try to email you the curriculum booklet, but it's very large and I realize that a lot of you won't be able to open it. So I'm printing copies, and there will be a stack of them by the Reading Pals bins in the classroom. Please take yours the first time you go and only take one. So the reading schedule is very similar as last year. There are breaks at Thanksgiving week. Winter break is 17 days, spring break, and then there's also a week in February when school is out Monday and Tuesday. On your schedules, those weeks are blanked out as no reading sessions, but if you are able to go, say, the Monday and Tuesday of Thanksgiving week, then please go. It's fine for you to do that and you count that week. Again, Fridays are makeup days, and hopefully the schools will let me know when there are field trips or changes in their schedules so I can then let you know. There are a lot of Monday holidays, as you Monday readers know, and you need to pay attention to your calendar so you'll know when school is closed. I have 28 designated weeks this year, so as long as I can get about 25 weeks from you, I'm happy. That gives you a lot of flexibility. I appreciate all that you do. There are 4 new books this year. This is Wishy Washy's Farm, Pete the Cat at the Beach, and Clifford Goes to Kindergarten, and The Bear Ate Your Sandwich, which is so popular that it's totally back-ordered and not in your bins yet. I will deliver those as soon as we get those. I met with all of the teachers at the end of the year last year and had a discussion about the program, and they're all very much familiar with it, unless they're a new teacher. They realize now that they can communicate with you about the program. They can give you activities that might help you with your child. At the end of the year particularly, they might give you some different things and skills to work with your children so that they can get ready to move on to the next year. They'll know you because of your green lanyard and hopefully recognize you by name eventually. Since you're all really experienced at this now, I want you to remember that this is not a regimented program. It can't be when you're working with 4- and 5-year-olds. Please remember that the reading schedule does not have to be followed. If your children like different books, please read them different books. Engage the children in topics that they're interested in. The teachers also said that you are free to use any of the books from the classroom. This should be a partnership. If you have questions for the teacher of where to get those or where to find them, please ask them. They're happy to help. So the bin of books and the reading activities in the bin are for your use as a tool. But again, use your imagination. If you find that you have a child that loves Pinkalicious books, then possibly you could find some Pinkalicious books at the library. If you have a little boy who loves fire trucks, I'll bet there's some books about fire trucks in the class. Remember how long it took to get to know your children last year and to build that relationship. That is key to the success. Remember to communicate with me about your absences and vacations and things like that, because I do need to know where you are and what you're doing. I want to hear the good news and the bad news so that we can fix anything that needs to be fixed. You do make a difference. Remember, a lot of it is baby steps, and you will see progress. I remember after the first of the year, a lot of you emailed me and said, oh my goodness, she's finally seeing the light. She's finally recognizing some letters, and they're just so much different after they come back from winter break. I really need to hear from you so we can fix things and tweak things as we go. I want to make this a success, so communication is key. Good or bad, please let me know how it's going. Go forth and read.